Susan Gardner here from Municipal World at the 2018 OMAA Fall Workshop in beautiful Muskoka. Joining me in the Municipal World Media Center is Ron Shaw from StrategyCorp. Welcome. StrategyCorp has just done some research on cannabis and the recent legalization of recreational use marijuana, and thought we'd take this opportunity here at OMAA to find out about the results of the research and what it means for municipalities.
Yes, well, lots changing out there with regard to what's happening in Ontario. The change of government is changing the rules, and there's some questions about that. So we were engaged by Canopy Growth to sort of get a better understanding of what's going on out there. So what happened is myself with two of my colleagues, Michael Fenn and Shirley Hoy, we conducted some specific interviews with about 12 municipalities just to get an idea of sort of the lay of the land and what we're dealing with out there. So
okay, so what did you find?
Well, I think the two things I should mention in context is one is municipalities were pretty clear saying we get changes from the government thrown at us all the time. So we're going to deal with this like we do with all the others. It's nothing that we can't handle.
The only constant is change in
the
local
only
government.
constant is change, and when there's a change in government, it also brings changes as well, as we all know. So they're quite prepared to deal with it. And the other thing is that they're having right now. They need more information because before they can go too far in their planning, they need this other information, details as to how they can proceed, and they want to make sure they're not wasting their time going down a road that doesn't go anywhere until they find out what that information is. So having said that, it's not that they don't have concerns. They have identified their concerns. They're prepared to deal with it, and they've raised a number of concerns, and they are in the following areas. So the biggest concern was public safety. They also had concerns with bylaw enforcement, wondering what the financial impact of it is, public health concerns around the legal use of cannabis, and lastly is the area of zoning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there any immediate actions that communities are undertaking right now to address any of these areas, or is it kind of it's still early, we need to learn some more before we develop a strategy to?
Yeah, they just can't go too far down the road because they don't want to start going, working on something and then have it change course. So right now they're at a stage where they are looking for more information from the province so that they can, focus their efforts and come up with some good policies on it. There wasn't a lot of concern raised in the communities. A lot of them didn't hear a lot about it during the elections. So it's, the question is just how do we deal with it and how do we address some of our concerns around enforcement, licensing fees. They wanted more information from the province with regard to separation distances from certain facilities, retail outlets, that type of, and enforcement is, of course, another big one as well.
Okay, so in Ontario, at least, municipalities are really in need of some more clarity from the province.
Yes, it'll come. I mean, they've just had a change. It's going to come in time, but they really need that so that they can move forward in a productive way. Okay,
that's great. And over time, as this evolves, I'm sure we're going to be hearing lots more about this too.
Oh yes, it's an issue that's going to be around for a while, and I'm sure municipalities will successfully implement it like they have so many other things in the past.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for stopping in to chat with us about this.
Yes, my pleasure.
Appreciate it. Good. I'm Susan Gardner for Municipal World. We share your stories.